Hello everyone. Today I am going to take a seminar on hypothesis testing. First of all, what is a hypothesis? Hypothesis is an idea that is suggested as a possible explanation for something, but has not yet been found to be true or correct. Suppose if we have to give a meaning for an event or a statement, uh, we give a possible explanation of the event, even though the correct explanation or the event is found to not yet to be experimentally tested. The main purpose of the hypothesis is to explain what you expect to happen. Suppose we have to explain a situation uh, that we can. The main motive of the hypothesis is to convey the possible meaning of the event or a statement to the author, um, to the audience or the readers. The hypothesis should be clear and understandable. It should contain enough information to make the reader understand the situation. Be testable. The hypothesis should be testable. We should be able to find the statement is legitimate or not. Be measurable and should contain independent and dependent variables. Let's see what makes a good hypothesis. The main factors that leads to good hypothesis is a solid question. First of all, we should have a knowledge of what we are going to discuss about the topic, and we should have a solid question about these are the main factors that leads to the change in this scenario. Second, background research. We should do a lot of background research regarding the topic that we are going to publish or study. Make sure it is testable. Uh, uh, it should be compulsory testable. Then only the readers and the uh, other members should be able to find it is a true work. It should contain independent and dependent variables. These are the type of hypothesis. Totally, there are 7 type of hypothesis. Let's discuss one by one. What are they? First, simple hypothesis. Simple hypothesis predicts a relationship between two variables. It is a simple statement that directly conveys the meaning of the statement. For example, sugary food leads to obesity. In this, sugar foods leads to obesity is a well-known fact. It conveys the meaning directly from the statement itself. So it is simple. Complex hypothesis. A complex hypothesis describes a relationship between variables. However, it is a relationship between two or more independent variables. For example, two or more statements are given and they are connected by a possible meaning. For example, adult who drink sugary beverages on a daily basis and have a family history of health issues are more likely to become overweight and develop diabetes or other health issues. Here, drinking sugary beverages leads to overweight. It is a simple statement, but here, drinking sugary beverages on daily basis have a family history of health issues. This is a this become complex when the family history comes into the picture and it develops diabetes or other health issues. Then null hypothesis. A null hypothesis is denoted by HO, proposes that two factors or groups are unrelated. Here, and the two parts of the statements are completely unrelated, but still it conveys some meaning for the statement. For example, there is no significant change in person's health during the times when they drink green tea only or root beer only. Here, if we read the statement, uh, if we read the statement from the perspective that it should not convey some meaning, then it is a null hypothesis where the meaning of the statement is not fully captured by the reader. Alternate hypothesis. Alternate hypothesis denoted by H1 or HA is a claim that contradictory to the null hypothesis. It is completely opposite to the null hypothesis, where the two meanings itself can have some relations, and if we read the statement from the point of view that it has some meaning, then it has some meaning. Then logical hypothesis. Logical hypothesis is a proposed explanation using limited evidence. Generally, you want to turn a logical hypothesis into an empirical hypothesis, putting your theories or postulations to the test. Logical hypothesis is a statement that has only limited evidence. Yeah, if we have to prove the logical hypothesis, then we have to further uh, move on with the empirical hypothesis. It is just a statement with some logic in it, but it is not proven yet. For proving the fact, we have to do some experiment on the hypothesis. That's all we seen in the empirical hypothesis. Empirical hypothesis. Empirical hypothesis or working hypothesis comes to life when a theory is being put to a test using observation or experiment. When the statement is proven with the series of experiments or observations, then the statement comes under empirical hypothesis. For example, roses watered with liquid vitamin B grow faster than roses watered with liquid vitamin E. This is a proven fact with the help of experiments and observations. So this comes under empirical hypothesis. Next, statistical hypothesis. A statistical hypothesis is an examination of a portion of a population or statistical model. This hypothesis is proposed on a test conducted from a portion of population or called sampling process. In this type of analysis, we use statistical information from an area. In this research, we use data that is previously available or from the previous history. For example, a coin toss has all the attributes of a statistical experiment. There is more than one possible outcome. We can specify each possible outcome in advance, and there is an element of chance since the outcome is uncertain. Suppose we have to toss a coin. The probability of a coin is only two. It is either a head or a tail. So if we take a series, a number of coins, and we toss it up to certain level, uh, we should obtain a statistical data that how many heads and how many tails uh, are given as an output. So based on the data, the statistical hypothesis proved. Thank you.